So, Name That Game. If you've never heard us playing Name That Game before, so there is a game that the contestants have to guess which one it is. They'll have 10 hints from myself, so they get 5 guesses in total, and they are 2 between hints 1 and 5, 2 between hints 6 and 9, and 1 right at the end after hint 10. They also have 2 lifelines, the Switchaboo lifeline, which is one of our other writers who couldn't be on the podcast. They've recorded a little snippet. That being said, I'm using my phone for Discord, so I will just read out the question if we get up to that. And the contestants can ask a yes or no question as well. But either of these can be traded for extra guesses if they choose to. So, first up, the very first question, the very first hint, I should say, this is a 2D platformer. Tells you nothing.
It tells us nothing.
It's a Nintendo game. It's a game on the Nintendo Switch.
Well, funnily enough, the next hint is launched on Switch in 2018, but saw its initial release on February 21st, 2017, which was my 23rd birthday.
So second year.
Switch. Yeah. So the Switch version has an 85 on Metacritic.
So it's a good 2D platformer.
It won the Seamus McNally Grand Prize and Excellence in Narrative Awards at the 2018 Independent Games Festival.
So it's a 2D platformer that has, a good story, right?
Mm-hmm. And the lead game designer and programmer also did the game's soundtrack.
So is that 5?
That is 5 hints.
So, Nathan, you got anything? Because I bet you can tell that I have nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'll read them back to you. So 2D platformer, launched on Switch in 2018, but saw its initial release on February 21st, 2017. Switch version has an 85 on Metacritic, won the Seamus McNally Grand Prize and Excellence in Narrative Awards at the 2018 Independent Games Festival, and the lead game designer and programmer also did the game's soundtrack.
Yeah, no clue.
It's probably an indie game. That's about all I can get. And I know Shovel Knight was actually a launch title, so it's not Shovel Knight.
And it won those awards at the 2018 Independent Games Festival. Just saying.
Wait, when you say initial release, does that mean it wasn't initially on the Switch?
Yeah, released on other consoles first.
Okay. Just thought I'd clarify because, it could have been like the DLC transfer over, which is, because Shovel Knight has those extra games which are technically different games.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll clarify the base game. I don't actually. I'll give you a kind of another hint, but I don't think it's a hint because this is just my thoughts from memory. I don't think this game has ever received DLC or much DLC. So the base game launched on February 21st, 2017 on other consoles, came to Switch the year after.
So it's not Hollow Knight. Because Hollow Knight got DLC.
Mm-hmm.
That much I know. 2D platform at 85%.
If you don't use so for our listeners as well, if they don't use the hints, so the 2 guesses, they will lose those guesses. You do also have your lifelines as well.
Yeah, head empty. I got nothing.
I'm just trying to think.
This doesn't ring a bell in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Indie game too, probably, because the lead developer did the music. Usually means indie.
Yeah.
2017. You've already done Celeste, so it's not Celeste.
Yeah, that was my first thought. It's like, oh, it won an award for story. It's probably Celeste. Oh wait, we already did that.
Unless he's trying to bamboozle us and do Celeste again.
Oh, that'd be mean.
I mean, there's no rules against it.
Yeah, I wonder if that is a rule. We'd have to do new games every time. I mean, the Switch has so many games. It probably could last us a long time.
There's always new games coming out.
That's it. So what do you reckon? You want to use your guesses on anything?
I can't think of anything, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Some help you all.
Just to rule it out, is it Hollow Knight?
It is not Hollow Knight.
Yeah, just to rule it out. And then
right.
to rule it out, because I know it's not going to be, is it Celeste?
No.
Yeah, so there we go. So we're not throwing them away. We've ruled them out.
Okay, well done. Next hint, the game has a heavy focus on story and character development.
That has added nothing to it.
Okay. The game reached its Kickstarter goal of $50,000 US within its first 26 hours and finished at $200,000 US. The game is cute on face value, but is primarily focused on more mature themes.
Because it's an indie game. They're all like that.
I don't know, not all of them are cute. Although Hollow Knight's pretty cute. It's not Hollow Knight, though.
I have an idea. So,
what
you
is
should
your
probably
idea?
share it.
Yeah, I'm just... Yooka-Laylee Impossible Lair. It's a 2D platformer. And I don't know if it got kickstarted or not, but I know it's got the cuteness, like, you know, with the Yooka-Laylee art style. But I'm not sure about much else because I haven't played Impossible Lair. But that's my idea that I have floating at the moment.
I'll give you hint number 9. The ESRB rating is T for teen, which it includes crude humor, drug references, fantasy violence, language, mild blood, sexual themes, and use of alcohol and tobacco.
I think we're going to need the lifeline.
Yeah, if anything, that raises more questions.
Yeah.
So, again, I can't play this, unfortunately, so I'll have to read out Steve's hint. But his hint is, this game received a director's cut version called Weird Autumn, which is also a song from the game.
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah, no clue.
This is probably something I've never heard of.
I'd be very upset if you've never heard this.
Again, you're asking two RPG guys here.
That reminds me, how mad were you when I didn't get snipper clips last week?
It was so obvious.
I didn't buy a Switch on launch.
I knew the answer, so I guess, like when you know the answer going in, you think it's so obvious, but it was so obvious.
But yeah,
and you didn't know, and you don't know who SFB Games are.
No.
They did snipper clips.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, it was hard to listen to. So you've got 2 guesses before I reveal the last hint. You can also ask me a yes or no question.
Yeah, I have no clue.
No clue. Sorry.
Or you can use the yes or no question as a guess after I reveal hint 10. So you don't have to use it as a yes or no question if you can't think of it.
True. We'll just go hint 10. Because I can't think of anything.
So hint number 10, I'm very proud of this hint, actually. This game doesn't feature a single human unless you look into the meta.
Excuse my French, but what the f*** does that mean?
And now we are explicit.
So the game, I mean, I can only just read it out again. The game doesn't doesn't feature a single human, so there are no human characters in this game, unless you dig a little bit deeper into its mature themes.
So visually, there's no humans, but they could just be human like representations or something like that. Again, I have no clue.
Yeah, same.
So you're not even gonna guess?
I genuinely have no idea in my head. Like I've never even heard of Weird Autumn.
Same.
All right. So do you want me to reveal the answer?
Sure.
Please.
Okay. So developed by Infinite Fall, published by Finji, released on Switch February 1st, 2018, is Night in the Woods. A incredibly popular indie title.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, that game! Oh my god.
That game.
I forgot that existed.
You forget things exist a lot.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, well... The only reason I remember that, I even remember this game at all is because I think someone I follow on YouTube did a Let's Play of it 3 or 4 years ago that I didn't watch. All I remember was that there was memes about doing crimes.
I haven't seen
it.
anything from this at all.
Wow. That's actually quite surprising.
I've not seen anything on this.
So, then... In that case, Nathan, I assume you're looking at artwork of it?
Yes.
Yeah. So you play as the cat, the main character, but they're all there are theories about it, but basically, so she returns from university, so she drops out. She leaves her hometown and she goes to university. She then drops out and comes back because she's I think she's struggling with depression, mental health, and whatnot. But she's also experiencing basically she sees everyone as animals. That's the theory, is that she sees. So really, these are humans. These are human people. These are humans in a regular town, but she sees everyone as animals, and that's how you play it. So it's very cute on face value. And so when you look at the game, you're like, oh, that's a cute little adventure game, but it's actually got some really deep themes to it.
Because it's an indie game.
Well, yeah. It is an incredible game. It should be more than 85 on Metacritic, and I 100% recommend it to everyone.
Again, never heard of it before this.
Download it.
And I've only really seen it once 3 years ago.
Well, there you go though. Night in the Woods. That was this one.